and made it hers. So that is another thing of history, and we have been looking at the Reformation. It was also a period of Black Death. It was the period when, for example, the Netherlands came into existence, also as a response against the Spanish Church, the Spanish no the Spanish oppression, who made it mandatory for the Netherlands to adhere to Catholicism. Netherlands was not a country yet. They were a number of small pieces of land with local rulers who were not very collaborative and were more or less to themselves. But there was one thing that they had in common, and it was their aversion against Spain. So that basically that became the driver of people starting to work together, and they started a war that lasted 80 years and eventually beating the Spanish. And they created this single country called Holland. Not the Netherlands yet. This was Holland, and Holland soon became a very powerful and most influential country in the world because of the freedom that they created under their constitution. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of thought. They could not be found anywhere in Europe, but in the Netherlands.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So that actually that attracted a lot of wealthy and influential people who were suppressed in their own country, like Huguenots, for example, in France. They were oppressed. They were basically they were also Protestants, and so they fled France. Wealthy tradesmen from Flanders also fled to the Netherlands. So basically, immigration gave rise to the Netherlands. People who had education, people who were looking for freedom and who had the capacity to actually act upon it. They were, in reality, the founding fathers of the Netherlands. So it's a country of immigration. Immigration made it strong.
Elsa, I don't know. What's the difference by definition between Holland and Netherlands?
Actually, Holland is a part of the Netherlands.
Oh.
Holland is the western part of the Netherlands. So the Netherlands it's if we look at the map here. So this is the Netherlands here, this part, this country, and Holland is only this part.
Oh.
So now everybody say Netherlands?
Yes, it's the Netherlands. But if we play soccer, we speak of Holland, and a lot of other people from foreign countries also speak of Holland. But Holland became the Netherlands about 400 years ago. It was the revolution against Spain was led by Holland, and later on other people were united with Holland and together they formed the Netherlands. Even Belgium belonged to that for a short time, but that was not a success because Belgium was Catholic, and they are also they had a really, but there were quite large cultural differences, so that they stopped that experiment. It was around 1800, after the Napoleonic Wars. They tried to put Belgium and the Netherlands together so that they would have a more stronger center of power to push France back if necessary. France had then in that era had started a lot of wars, and the rest of Europe was sick and tired of it, and so they wanted to put Belgium and the Netherlands to make them stronger. So to give them a threat to France, that if they would again start a war, then they would have to fear an attack from the north. But that was that experiment that failed.
And for Belgium, I understood the language is different, divided
Right.
north and south.
Right.
And what is the motivation of being Belgium as country? So they're mentally united, even though the language is separated.
So actually, it was more or less a referendum under the how do you say that, the stadhouders. The stadhouders is kind of like the how to say that in Japan it's called a coup. No, not a coup, but a no. How do you say it? How do you say that? A prefecture. So basically, it was either do you want to belong to the Netherlands or not, and everything under the Rhine River that was more or less Catholic was more or less saying, well, no, we don't want to adhere to Holland, and we want to be we don't want to belong to the Netherlands. But it was not only the prefecture. In some prefectures they were actually voted, but in other prefectures, I know, for example, in Limburg, which is the most southern tip of the Netherlands, it was not so much the people that wanted to belong to the Netherlands, but it was actually the head of the prefecture who personally wanted to belong to the Netherlands, and up till today they are kind of a like more or less half independent part of the Netherlands. The culture is different, the food is much better there, the life is also different, the language is very close to Belgium. Limburg. Limburg is a prefecture in the Netherlands.
Like Quebec in Canada.
Right. Yeah, very, very good example, good comparison. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Limba
The
is
south part, the question in the south part, maybe whether they want to belong to France.
Right.
Or,
Right. Yeah, so they had their roots in France, right? So they speak French, but Flanders had always been Flanders, and Flanders was independent. But so they put the three together. Then, because of the dominance of the Netherlands, people didn't want to live under the dominance of the Netherlands. Some wanted to, because they saw it as an opportunity, and others they didn't want it. So that's how finally we decided on the final form and shape of the Netherlands. But that's actually also, if you think of it, we really believe in the state and the sovereignty of the state and its laws and everything else. But if you look at history, you can see that the state is only and the borders of the state are only recent inventions. Like Belgium as a state doesn't really make so much sense. It's like just like Yugoslavia. Like Yugoslavia was a very good experiment in terms of to bring peace and stability to the Balkan, but basically it never belonged together, and the people were very different within a very small region. So that's where problems start, right? Turkey and the Kurds, and they also put in the same country. It doesn't really work. So we see that
Belgium has been still, stable as being state, independent state. Is it?
Yeah.
Because
So
the political influence from outside was not put on Belgium. This agreement still kept on going between Netherlands and France?
Well, France and the Netherlands were not particularly friendly with each other.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる専門性を持つ英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアーツということ、それからもう一つは孫子の兵を、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師がこう話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後こういうふうな研修をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えると書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成しております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対してもいろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。